Hey everybody, it is Kit here, and welcome back to Through the Veil, Through the Veil, the Sims 4 series that I've got going on. And as you can see, we are with Felicity for the foreseeable future. Let me explain. You know how in The Sims 4 at least, occasionally the game will do something a little bit out of your realm of like what you wanted it to do. It decides to be a bit chaotic. That's what happened. So I tend to write these kind of based on gameplay, and since my gameplay decided to do something, it's just going to take a little bit. That's all. So I hope you enjoy this. My game decided to screw me over. That's what happened. Happy Monday. So let's sit tight, and I hope you enjoy this. I enjoy it as much as I can enjoy my game literally screwing me over. While Alice was having her son and Evie was helping Alice, Felicity Fate was notoriously absent. All that talk of being around, getting to know Alice and her sister owing her, only for her to suddenly be keeping her distance, well, that could be seen as suspicious. Of course, if anyone had been able to find Felicity and tell her that to her face, she would have left, mocked them right in their face, and told them they were wrong. She was Felicity Fate, after all. She did what she wanted. She didn't avoid anything. Or anyone, especially not her own twin. She was just having fun, chasing one high and good time after another. That was her motto. It wasn't as if she was suddenly not seen for several days to weeks, tucked away in her tower. So what if the weather patterns for Oasis Springs began to be drastically different than ever seen before? So what if the tower was suddenly changing in different ways? Some more magically than others. And if anyone had been able to corner her and accuse her of avoiding or hiding, she would have simply told them that she was busy with renovations and finding herself. Self-improvement. It was important. So was self-care. You should do that instead of bothering Felicity Fate. Absolutely. She absolutely had good reasons for suddenly going off of the radar, like self-care, home improvements, those sorts of things. Her garden needed a lot of tending to. It wasn't as if she had anyone to help with it. She was due for a vacation, to be quite honest, and there was no better time than to take one now, really. No time like the present, as she likes to say. The esteemed caster of East Oasis Springs was most certainly fine and on vacation. That was it. Helping her goody two-shoes twin was exhausting. All of the goodness just leaching from Evie's pores. It was noxious, toxic, quite frankly, and headache-inducing. It was a headache that had been pounding for weeks now, and Felicity was rather over it. So she thought perhaps getting some fresh air would do her good. Oh, look, a coming rainstorm. How perfect. She could get a little bit of work done, fix this pesky headache, and make some money. Easy. She thought to herself, scowling at the pesky werewolf. What was with the dumb furballs and losing it lately? They always haunted her street, and she had had enough of it, quite frankly. She had a business stall to run, simoleons to steal, be given from Sims who bought her high-quality products. Without thinking about it, a chaotic flame grew. Deadly malice mixed with gleeful desire. She didn't just want them gone. She wanted them to regret ever showing up. Crackling magic zipped through the air, tingling like unbidden electricity. It made her customers unknowingly wary, as if sensing something deadly was among them. Was Felicity supposed to do this? No. Did she care? Also no. Burn. Leave. And do not ever come back. The words were simple, but the threat was real. Pain immediately shredding the raging wolf's mind. The Sims did not hear the shrieking pain as the wolf ran from the street, nor did they see the small glimmer of a smile on Felicity's face. Hey, the veil was to be maintained. No one should be doing anything supernatural around the precious little Sims, after all. She was just helping keep them in line. She should be given a medal. Instead, her headache only grew, so she left to go pursue her desires elsewhere. Perhaps a pretty blonde selling street food in the city? Yeah, that sounds nice. Only the pretty blonde did not like her flirtations. That never happened. What was going on? Deciding she needed a drink and perhaps a new victim, Felicity went to the lounge. Wonderful. Why was her meddlesome twin here? It didn't matter. The two Fate sisters could coexist in the same space. It wasn't illegal, and it wasn't as if they were children again. They wouldn't blow anything up. All Felicity wanted was a drink and to shout at the ugly redhead. Why him, you might ask? Because he was there, and it might make her feel better. Soon after the bar cleared out, and indeed, she did feel better. She may not have gotten the pretty girl, but she was well on her way to another enemy of a useless whelp, and well on her way to being drunk, and that was as good of a reason as any to celebrate. She deserved this win, really. Really. She did. But what Felicity really did not want to admit, especially to her sister, or even really to herself, was that she had, perhaps, maybe, made a small clerical error. She hadn't exactly meant to kill him. Truly, she hadn't, but, well, it had happened. Now the balance was off, or something of the sort. She hadn't ever really paid that much attention in school to the finer nuances of life, death, balance, taxes, etc., etc., etc. Adam Roses had been a giant piece of Sim garbage before he had died. She was more than capable of bringing him back. He was merely a drop in the sea of Sim lives, and he hadn't meant a damn thing. So why wasn't he coming back? Every spell she tried, every incantation uttered, rituals slaved over, circles redrawn over and over. Adam Roses was not answering her calls. This was, arguably, slightly bigger than a small clerical error. Some would even go so far as to say it was a problem. The trouble of it was, Felicity Fate was unwilling to admit that it was indeed a problem. And now the problem is out of the bag, at least for those who watch this video. So yeah, we're gonna have a few parts of Felicity, and some other people that have not yet been introduced. They have been referenced. Probably you've seen them in some of my videos, and certainly seen them in like the photos and stuff. They have been referenced. They're characters, but we just haven't had their point of view yet. Because as I said, my game did something surprising, and I had an idea of how to weave it in. Yeah, so Felicity's trying to bring Adam back. Adam is not coming back. She's goofed up on the balance, and as y'all will find out rather shortly, she's kind of goofed up on a lot of things. Felicity, sweetie, you really should tell somebody. But no, that's not how we roll. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm pretty excited to... I'm excited and nervous because I have ideas and I hope I can pull them off. I write words. I am not necessarily the best at combining pictures with words. So it's a little bit of a harder task sometimes. And that is to say, I'm not necessarily even that good of a storyteller either, or a writer. But, yeah, point is that I hope I can pull it off. I hope it's enjoyable. And I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing more of Felicity like I am, because honestly, even though she's terrible, she could be worse, but she is terrible. I love her. She's chaotic, she's crazy, she's fun, and she is different than most of the Sims I tend to play. So, but yeah, so happy Monday. I hope you guys have a great week. And I will potentially see you all later.